In this video, we will talk about managing the sellers or the lead providers. To access the sellers page, click on this icon and choose sellers. As you can see, we have two parts: the list of previously added sellers and the details for the seller. Let's start by adding a new seller. To add the new seller, click on the add button, and the name, you would choose the name of the seller. Let's call it demo seller. And the passcode is auto generated, which as we will see later on, will be used as identifier when the seller send us traffic. The type of the sellers, we have different type of seller. Ping posts, which is they will ping, and if you are the winner, they will post. Direct post, same thing, but there is no ping. Revenue share is a special type of sellers where they will send you the traffic, and based on the agreement, you will have a revenue share. Self-gen traffic is your own websites, your own landing pages. So let's go ahead and choose ping post, and the lead type, let's choose finance. Minimum bid, you can set a minimum bid for the sellers. For instance, if you set $5, that means if the highest bidder is less than $5, you will not accept the lead. If you can leave it empty, it will not take in account the minimum bid calculation. The specs, after you click on the add a new affiliate, it will auto generate the specs URL, which we will see in a second. The ping timeout, sometimes sellers require a specific time to respond, or otherwise they will time you out. So for example, if the seller asks you to set a maximum 7-second timeout, you can just multiply that by 1,000. We use milliseconds, so you can do 7,000, which means 7 seconds. And the list of options here, let's talk about them one by one. Require validation. If the leads come from this seller, it will always go to the verification queue. Bypass duplicate check. Sometimes your own traffic, if it doesn't sell the first time, you usually send them next day or in the next couple of hours. So if that's the case, if you don't select the bypass duplicate check, it will dupe out. It will not be able to send next time. So you will choose bypass duplicate check to prevent that from happening. And bypass sold check, usually you will use this option if you convert into a new lead type. For instance, if you generate auto finance lead and later on same lead you want to convert into, let's say, credit repair lead. So if you want to do that, the account you will use to sell the credit repair lead needs to have the bypass sold check in order to go through. And the last option is bypass ping duplicate. If that is selected, we will not check if the ping is duplicate or not. Usually do that for your own traffic, otherwise just leave it. The status, we have three types of status: disabled and test mode and live. We will only accept traffic from live sellers. Otherwise, they will get a response saying your account is disabled or in test mode. First time you create the account, I would suggest you leave it on test mode so sellers can test with you and make sure they integrated fine. Once you set all of this, click on the add a new affiliate. The new account will show up on the top of the list here. And let's go back to the specs URL. As you can see here, the specs was auto-generated. So usually what you will do, you will copy the link here and send it to the sellers. Let's take a look how the specs looks like. So copy the link here. As you can see, just explain how you can integrate with the system. If you want to edit any information, same thing, change whatever field you would like to change. Let's just change ping timeout to 9 seconds and click update. Once you're ready to update the account into live, just choose the live and hit update.